Biden report. Link. Signs of the times, the last days and spiritual wickedness in high places. Sodomy is a form of brainwashing. At Sandusky's sexual abuse trial, prosecutor Joe McGettigan told jurors during his opening statement, the second mile, no matter what its reported purpose, was a victim factory for the defendant. An assembly line for adolescent children to be abused, sodomized, and anally raped. Sodomy is a form of brainwashing. Heading Level 1. Freemasons are able to be a closeted homosexual organization due to the amnesia of half the victims, and psychological denial of their own homosexuality by bullfruit perps like Jerry Sandusky. Freemasons believe sodomy opens the third eye to Luciferian illumination. It attacks a pressure point of nerves at the base of the spine, causing temporary neurological paralysis and a shift of consciousness. Read this and consider that in public schools and mass media, children are being indoctrinated to regard homosexuality as normal. There are thousands of gay-straight alliance clubs in schools throughout the West where youths have an opportunity to meet and experiment with homosexuality. MKUltra survivors have testified that sodomy causes identity splits in children up to age 5, so it was standard for programming multiples. In order to produce a mind control slave, it must be done ideally between age 2 and 4. The pressure point causes memory blackout, which is why victims don't experience flashbacks before a physiological change in the brain occurs between age 28 and 32. When introduced at 11 or older, it doesn't cause splits, but initiates the victim or neophyte into the sadomasochistic brotherhood. The initiation is metaphysical, so it doesn't matter whether it is done formally as an initiation, or informally Jerry Sandusky style. The Illuminati are a class of people that have this Illuminati in common whether the perp was a Freemason or not. Anyone that has experienced sodomy has been illuminated or initiated into the Luciferian initiation because Lucifer is real. No one will enter the New World Order unless he or she will make a pledge to worship Lucifer. No one will enter the New Age unless he will take a Luciferian initiation. David Spangler, leading figure in the 70s and 80s New Age movement and United Nations affiliated NGOs, Findhorn Foundation, Lindisfarne Association. This is why sodomy laws have been overturned almost worldwide since 1970. By 1996, Satanist rocker Marilyn Manson was literally selling sodomy to teens, and laughing all the way to the bank. See the lyrics for Manson's 1996 rock anthem, Cake and Sodomy, which middle school teens bought at shopping malls with their parents' money. Bible belt round Anglo waist, putting sinners in their place yet. Right. Great if you're so good. Explain stains on your face, white trash, get down on your knees. Time for cake and sodomy, time for cake and sodomy. Before he died, sodomite celebrity William S. Burroughs said in an interview that Manson stole the line, "I am the god of FK," from a short story Burroughs wrote 50 years earlier. Freemasons have gotten away with being a closeted homosexual organization all along due to amnesia of half the victims, and psychological denial of their own homosexuality by the bullfruit perps like Sandusky. It's a Jekyll and Hyde thing. That's why so many politicians caught having public bathroom oral and or anal sex, such as Indiana State Rep Paul Hinkle and U.S. Senator Larry Craig, say "but I'm not gay." It's tricky to explain to people that millions of Illuminati agents act completely autonomously. I don't think there is an organization with an address and meetings and such by that name. Illuminati are the people Satan's got under demonic obsession. It doesn't require what we're used to thinking of as secret groups with meetings and so on. What explains it is that there is a supernatural non-human counterforce behind the scenes. Satan and Legion are real. I think this is what Paul meant by the mystery of iniquity in his letter to the Thessalonians 2:7. For the mystery of iniquity is already at work, only he who now lets will let, until he be taken out of the way. That is not to say that there isn't a network of conscious Satanists who occupy the positions of power in most organizations. Thus the Illuminati control all organizations with plausible deniability. They get suspected, but never get convicted because they sit on the bench. The network extends to police, courts, media, so nothing happens. As was the case twice when avowed Satanist NSA General Michael Aquino, left, was caught, once in the Franklin Omaha procurer for Capitol Hill pedophile scandal, and again in the Presidio pedophile ring case.